Hello and welcome. It's another weekly webinar. We have these every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time like clockwork. So thank you all for joining us. And we are going live. We're so grateful that you're here. So thank you so much for being here. And every brand always tells a story. So we always say, what does your brand say about you? And the brand that I am representing tonight is a podcast leadership webinar series that we started about 2 months ago. Actually, we started last year just during the pandemic. And basically what happened was we all had to pivot and polish ourselves during the pandemic because we realized we had to create an online version of ourselves, and we had to create a platform where people could connect, collaborate, come together every week and share in a very safe manner and a graceful manner on a platform that is actually global. So we have different people joining us every week, and I know that the people that we have on tonight are not the same people that we had on last week. So we never know who we're going to expect. It's actually starting at 5 o'clock sharp, so we still have technically 4 minutes before this officially starts, but I wanted to get a head start and get the presentation going. So Digital Eagle. I'm definitely a digital eagle. I love to do all things digital. I can do anything from creating a YouTube channel to creating a webinar series to inviting a number of different people to an event on any given day, to basically going online and really bringing people together in a very beautiful space and an environment where they can share. And why the eagles is because the eagle is a very strong and powerful bird. And I always say that the eagles help us to renew our strength because the eagles are very strong. They never falter in who or what they are. They know what they want and they know how to get it. And they have to constantly pivot and polish their self and their skills. So speaking of pandemic, this webinar series is about people, the planet, and prosperity. And it's also about coming together each and every week and having every single person on here have a chance to share what it is they do on a live webinar series that's global, but it's also part of a global YouTube channel. So it's definitely sweeping the web. This is a slide that I just love because we give back and support all the entrepreneurs in our community each and every week. And we're just people that roll up our sleeves, and we're people helping people. That's what we are. We're people helping people. And tonight we have a special guest speaker who is actually a successful entrepreneur, and she's going to be talking about a program that she created for people so that they can look and feel their best by having optimal nutrition. So I'm going to get into that in just a moment. We still have people logging on. Please feel free to share any guests that you feel might be at home tonight that might actually be interested in this, because this is a webinar series where we really hone in on various topics of the wellness of life wheel. So we focus on health and wellness, personal growth and development, the environment, your finances, opportunities to create more wealth and abundance, real estate, and humanity. So we actually have all of these different sectors covered. And I want leaders to step up in all of these different areas and come and join us every week. And so that's what we have created here, because now what we're finding is new leaders are coming on and talking about various subjects every week. So it's more than a marketing company. Yes, it is a digital marketing company that we have here, but it's also an online community for positive world change. And it's a community where everyone can win, because there will be something of value for everyone here. And it's all about amazing experts, and health and wellness is one of those topics. And it's about healthy eating, nutritional coaching, organic eating and diet, supplements, mental health initiatives, and subconscious programming, because it all starts with the mind. The life that you're in right now starts with your mind. So we are positive, we uplift one another, we are always about professionalism, and we do not divulge into a lot of the topics that are happening right now in the world that can lower our frequency and our vibration, because we want to keep our vibrational energy up. So thank you so much again for everyone that's logging on. We still have more people coming. So basically, this platform also has a few components. Like I said before, there's 6 sectors. So personal growth and development, we covered health and wellness. And we also have personal growth, which is all about business coaching, personal coaching, reprogramming, positive thinking, collaboration, and creation. And I just love this image because it's definitely where all of us want to be. We want to see this world, a new world that is being created right now. And we have a lot of women tonight on from the health and wellness sector. I know Darlene just logged on. Thank you, Darlene, for coming back. I know you were on here last week. And of course, Aura is our guest speaker, and I'm going to be getting into that very soon. Barbara, thank you for joining us. Wendy, thank you, of course, for your continuous support. Patrice, he's been a godsend. He's actually helped me with this putting together this entire program, and I couldn't have done it without him. So thank you, Patrice. Caleb, you're a loyal supporter of this community and platform, so thank you for your continued support every week. Gary, gotta love you. You've been at every single one of my events since about 5 years ago when I started doing events in North Vancouver, and I really miss putting on those events, I can tell you right now, because I love doing them. Nothing brings me greater joy when we come together as a team and we create this amazing environment. Welcome, Daryl. Amazing environment, and we have all of these people coming in every week that are sharing something that can really contribute. So you'll find we have a lot of people on here that are true environmentalists. They're people that play and work in the hemp space. They're people that are all about creating a better world, so less consumption, using sustainability and sustainable projects, and also carbon energy. Of course, we have actually an actual inventor on this call tonight. I won't tell you who he is, I'll let him share later. But there's also electric car deliveries and ocean cleanup initiatives. So we have a lot of people on here that really love to really get into each one of these sectors. And for folks that may have been late coming onto the call, don't worry, this is recorded. We're being recorded right now. And this is going to be going onto our YouTube channel, which is online. So you can watch it right from the start after we finish this call, because I'll be posting it right after this call. We're just getting into what this platform is. So it's a leadership webinar series, and we have different categories, and we have leaders that come on and speak about the different categories each and every week. So when we have our financial advisors and our financial experts come on, I always want to give a disclaimer, and that is, I do not have a financial background. I will not be selling anything on this webinar series. I will not be providing any information about investing. It's people that will be sharing stories and information on investments, digital currency, passive income, MSIs, which is multiple streams of income, finder fees, and what is appropriate and what is not appropriate, referrals, and how those are conducted through the community. But I just want to make sure that you all know that I will only ever share my story of my journey with investing. I will never give any advice on what to do with your money. There are some people that come on each week that talk about their investments and their investment background, but most of them are certified with a securities license. So I let those people handle that because they're the leaders in that lane. So wise bird, Anthony Robbins, once told me, always stay in your lane, master your lane, and know what your lane is. And mine definitely is marketing. I have a marketing background, was graduated from BCIT's entrepreneurship program, and also have a business administration diploma. But what I can tell you is I love nothing more than to bring people together in all facets of life, because it takes every kind of people to make this world go round. And this is definitely a wonder wheel that we have here, and it's working like clockwork. We've had successful webinars each and every week since I started this. Real estate is another topic. So we've had a lot of people on our podcast that have talked about sustainable buildings, farming projects, local housing, overseas projects, industry updates, organic farm initiatives, investing with zero down. And I was lucky enough to follow this last one here, investing with zero down, over 20 years ago. Not to give away my age. So I didn't come from a rich family. In fact, I came from a single mother and was actually raised in extreme poverty. So how I can say this is wealth is a mindset, and anybody that's in poverty mind thinking will always stay broke. You have to really believe that you're entitled for wealth to arrive in your life. And I have experienced this, and I'm not going to tell my personal story. I'm happy to meet with you one-on-one for coffee or do a private Zoom call to tell you my story and how this all came to be, because it's quite magical. And after surviving 2 near-death experiences, one end-to-end rollover car accident where my head was cracked open from my brow line to the back of my head, and then surviving early stages of breast cancer last year and having breast surgery and going through a lot of trauma, I felt that I have a higher purpose. And this is it. This is without a doubt my higher purpose. My higher purpose is to bring people together, lift them up, teach them things, bring leaders on from all facets of life, work together, come together, grow as a community, build community. And if there's someone that needs support from the community, what we want to do is we want to make sure that everybody is given a fair chance to come together and share, right? Share their story, share their why. And what we have found is, just even from being on these webinars every week, a lot of referrals for our business come like clockwork. It's actually magical to see. So this is truly about humanity, right? It's people supporting people. There's a conscious shift right now that's taking place on our planet, and there's a lot of feminine energy that's casting itself to the universe, because we really are in a time of healing. And there are healers that come on, they're sharing their healing technology. There's people that are giving back to help others. And there's also reality giving. Reality giving is when somebody just hands somebody $1,000 without being part of a charity, but it's actually giving to change someone's life in person. So it's magical, all of this, truly. And I've seen it all work. So this business model is a collaboration business model. It's like a BNI, a hybrid BNI, without the referral fees and without the membership fees that you would pay to a BNI meeting every week. So we're actually organically rolling up our sleeves and helping out. So what we're going to do is tonight we have one guest speaker, and then we're going to go into a social networking component where every single person will be able to share. So you'll be able to share who you are, who you would like to become, and your why it is that you're doing, and basically how the community can support you in your business, in your life, in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Because I can tell you that this model is built for success, and we never will actually charge a membership fee for this platform. It's always going to be complimentary. It is part of a YouTube channel. And there's lots of different opportunities that happen here like magic. And we're here to support every single person in this community. And everything is just organic. It's real. So speaking of grassroots, this is actually a design from Patrice, who actually helped me put this PowerPoint presentation together. And yeah, he definitely is grassroots. He's a very smart man when it comes to marketing. And, you know, this platform really is, he said it best, right? It's putting together big visions and great ideas, but bringing a bunch of masterminds together each week to help us get our goals accomplished. So in a short period of time, we've seen a lot of success in people's lives. We've built teams. We have different teams that are built in different sectors. So for those that just logged on, welcome Bernard. For those that just logged on, I've recorded this. So if you missed the beginning, by the end of this call, it's going to be put in a nice, beautiful format on our YouTube channel so you can watch the beginning portions. But we have this amazing success recipe. We have different topics that we cover each and every week. So we have business and finance, health and wellness, personal growth and development. We have humanity, right? Humanity, it's a vague topic, like it has a lot of different things attached to it, right? But we all want positive change. That's why we're here. So we start Thursday nights, and it's a chance for you to connect to a group of leaders in various industries and to share. So we're going to be allowing Aura as our guest speaker, and she's our featured guest. Love Aura for what she's doing right now in the world. She's created her own food program to teach people about healthy eating, and I know this will resonate with a lot of the people on here, especially Patrice. She is a certified nutritionist and a wonderful marketer. She's also a creator. She's created her own product lines, and I've actually tried her protein shakes, her power bars, and her hot chocolate, and I can just tell you that I've loved each and every single one of her products. The other day, she gave me one of her new bars, and I was having a very low energy day because I'd been going full throttle on business goals and putting all of this together, because I also have another team that I manage and it's growing substantially. So, you know, she said, try one of these bars. I tried it. Instantly, I felt fueled. I had energy. I felt calm. I felt peaceful. I felt like I didn't really need to eat. And she saved my day because I was hungry, because I know I don't eat enough. Sometimes I snack and then I have a nice meal at night when I can just calm down and relax after my business day has been accomplished. So I'm so pleased, Aura, that you're here tonight. And this is a great group. We still have people logging on. Right now we have 15 people. I am anticipating that we still will have another 10 come on. And while you're presenting to us, I'm going to actually make sure that they come on. So welcome, and welcome to our community. And I think you're really going to enjoy the types of people that are on here every single week. And Darlene's on as well. She's got a health and wellness background. She came on to listen to you. She was on last week. I knew you were coming on, so she came back. So that's really nice to see her on here. So I'm going to give you the microphone. I'm going to actually stop my share and make you the co-host. So you should be able to share your screen and get started. So welcome, Aura. I'm going to ask you to
Hello.
You have the stage, my dear.
All right.
Hello and welcome.
Thank you. Let's share the screen. Let's do that. Okay. Perfect. And we'll go there, and there, and we'll go there. Okay. So, welcome. My name is Orzib, and I'm a nutritionist. And I have created a program called Eat Good, Feel Good Fitness, and we specialize in freedom from emotional eating. So while our program does give people meal plans, and we have an app now that we've launched, and you can log your food and you can set your goals and you can check off all your different results, the main part of our program is actually helping people dive into the emotional reasons as to why they sabotage themselves with their diet. Because many people know how to eat, or we know that eating junk food is not going to be good for us, but somehow fall into patterns of overeating junk food. And the way we eat has a direct relationship to the way that we feel. So that's how I feel that this program differentiates. So helping people that are beginners or wanting support with their eating from an emotional standpoint, learning self-love, so learning self-acceptance, and learning that taking care of yourself does come from within, and starting from a place of self-love and not from a place of, oh, I'm so, fat, or I'm so ugly, so now I need to diet. It's not a punishment, but rather viewing a healthy lifestyle as something that's going to enhance someone's sense of well-being and happiness and joy in life, and then moving forward from that place. And we also have a product line. So we do have some keto-friendly, vegan, healthy hot chocolates. We have a chocolate tea line as well. We have 9 protein powders that we've created that is also keto, and you guys can see. It's a whole food smoothie, so it's a meal replacement with brown rice protein, hemp protein, MCT. Actually, there's 20 different ingredients in here, so lots of fiber. It's probably one of the most, it's more than a protein powder. I call it a whole food smoothie because it's a very complete product, and we focus on flavor and making it taste really, really good. So we're just launching that, and that is awesome, and we're excited about that. So yeah, so if you are know anyone who is overweight or struggles with binge eating, who has, maybe confidence issues because of their weight, then our program is a good place because it's a safe place to connect with coaches and people that can relate to what they're going through, and they're not going to feel like they don't fit in to if they went to like a gym or a place where people are already very fit and in the lifestyle. So I can tell you want to say something, Melanie.
No, I was just, I can relate to that, right? I can relate because Aura had given me her products actually just the other day, and she had revised her recipe. And without these, like they've been in my bag since I saw her, and I just mix them with water, and I have a shake. And the one that I'm really in love with right now, actually, is this keto smoothie, which is the protein smoothie with MCT and 369 omegas. Because every time I drink this smoothie, I feel calm and peaceful. And I actually had one right before this webinar started, and I love these products. Like I'm just loving the hot chocolate. I have it in my morning coffee every morning. Anyways, I didn't want to interrupt you. Please keep going. But I was just saying I
That's
can
good.
relate to what you're saying.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't actually realize the benefits of cacao, how it's such an incredible superfood. And it's really, really high in antioxidants, and it has theobromine in it, which is like a caffeine, but it's better for you. And so caffeine will usually give you an energy of 3 to 4 hours, but theobromine will give you a slower, sustained release of 8 to 12 hours, and also will help your serotonin receptors in your brain. So it gives you like a euphoric lift when you have the products. You definitely feel like your mood is improved. So you can have it on its own as a hot chocolate for breakfast, which I absolutely love, or adding it to coffee if you do like to drink coffee. But the idea is to try and wean off coffee and
Yes.
just have hot chocolate because it tastes great and it's really good for you. And again, it also has the MCT in it and a reishi mushroom. We now have chaga mushroom in there, and all certified organic ingredients. And I have a facility here in Burnaby that we opened, so we're making all of our products locally. So supporting Canadian business.
This is fantastic, and I'm all
Yeah.
about supporting other entrepreneurs. And you know what, or I've seen you on your journey, and I'm just so incredibly proud of what you've been able to accomplish in a short period of time. And I'm sure there's one or two people on here tonight, or even three or four or five or six or seven, who knows, that have experienced challenges with their eating habits over the course of their lifetime. I know for me personally, from a teenager to about 23, I wouldn't say that I was ever anorexic or bulimic, but I was always like, I wasn't eating enough. I was always like trying to watch my calories. I wanted to always stay extremely slim. And what I found is that body weight is also a mindset. It's like attached to the emotions, like you're saying, right? Sometimes people overeat to cope with emotions, or they undereat because they are dealing with something else internally that doesn't allow them the opportunity to feel whole. So when we're feeling whole and complete, and when we're feeling really good about ourselves, our weight actually will metabolize itself, is what I truly believe. And I've experienced Aura's program. I've been on, actually should sign up again. I had another webinar that was on Monday nights called Money Mondays. But now that one is going to be wrapped up to just an hour. So I'll look at coming on again. But I've experienced her classes. I've taken her program, and I have tried a lot of her products, and they're second to none. I've tried all the products in the market because I used to work for a famous chef at one point in my life. And that's when I started to learn about whole food ingredients and fine foods and calories and nutrition. I started to dial into my nutrition. And, Aura's been great at teaching me little things about like my diet, of what I can do just while I'm on the go. Like just even making a shake and making sure that you snack every few hours, keeping your metabolism up, those kinds of things. But I really love the humanitarian work that you're doing, Aura, and I'm sure a lot of people on here have questions for you. Is there anything else that you'd like to say? And then what we can do is go into a Q&A for some of the ladies and also gentlemen that are on here tonight that came to listen to you.
Sure, I'll just go through the program a little bit. So basically, when people sign up, they get access to 100 workouts a week, and so they can join that. And the workouts are on Zoom, so people can do it together. So it's like going to a gym, except you're working out at home, but you're just like we're doing this meeting, we're imagining we're all working out together. So it's motivating. It's that you have set times and we're doing it together, and we have licensed incredible workouts that are excellently recorded and well presented and really, really fun to do. So and they're geared for beginners. which is awesome. So people coming on who maybe are, very overweight or, struggle with binge eating, they're not going to feel intimidated because everyone's going to be the same and they're going to be at home. A lot of very overweight people don't actually want to go to the gym because some of them don't even leave the house because of how ashamed they feel of their bodies. So this is a safe, comfortable place where people can transform their bodies and their life. Then we have other features. So I have an online workshop that I've recorded for people who struggle with binge eating disorder. And each day there's different exercises, and then so they would watch the video for the day, and then they would go in and create a journal entry based on exercises of the video of the day. So it's a 30-day freedom from binge eating workshop, as well as meal plans. So each week they get updated with meal plans, so they can download the meal plans. So there's always changing, lots of recipes and different things for people to try. There is a chat room, there is a goal setting section, we have a diet buddy section where people can actually find other people that are maybe are in the same boat as them. They have 50 pounds to lose, they have 100 pounds to lose, and they can connect and have them as diet buddies as well. So they can support each other in the program, as well as the weekly meetings that I run to help support people through what they're going through. And there's a few different other features as well. And then we have an online store that has some of our products there. So we have lots of different varieties of products now. So combo boxes and things like that. Our hot chocolate, our protein powders, our whole food smoothies. They're more than just smoothies.
They're sold at Whole
Protein
Foods
powder.
now, right? We can go buy them at Whole Foods.
They're gonna be there, yeah. But
Okay.
just yeah.
Great. That's great. So look for them at Whole Foods, and please, if you have any questions for Aura, or I don't know if you want
Well,
me.
they're not there yet, but yeah,
Okay.
we're getting in there. So I'll let you know
Okay.
hopefully soon.
But they, for
In a
now,
few
people can
months,
order
yeah.
them here. Like, how can people order your products if people want to
Yeah,
shop?
just on the website.
Okay. So can I give everyone here your phone number? How do you wish to be contacted by these folks?
Um, you can go to the website. You can feel good, click on shop, and
Just order
place your
right from
order.
online?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, because I think Darlene has some questions for you. Darlene, did you want to go ahead?
Yeah.
Hi, Aura.
Hi.
I was wondering who instructs the fitness classes on Zoom.
So actually, they're workouts that are licensed. We've licensed 1,400 workouts, and actually, they're the same workouts that are licensed by, you probably know a company called Peloton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's the same workouts that Peloton uses.
Okay, cool. Is this also a multi-level marketing group?
So we do have a feature where people can become coaches if they want to, and that's a separate program if people want to get into it. We haven't quite launched that part yet, but that's the goal. Yeah, so that because I'm going to be teaching people my process, and then if they want to become coaches and help other people, then they can do that after they've gone through the process with me.
Oh, are you the founder of this?
I am. Yeah.
Nice. It seems very well-rounded
Thank you.
with
Thank you.
fitness and then nutrition and feeling good from the inside out. Much
Yeah.
like Secret Direct, my health and wellness group that I'm partnering with as well. Maybe have the direct link to your website.
Yeah. I'll just put it in the chat.
Fantastic.
And actually, Aura's in our group on Telegram. So for folks that aren't on Telegram, it's a pretty secure app where we all communicate with one another and we can share contact information and what have you. So if anyone has not downloaded Telegram, you can, because everybody, plus all the people that aren't on here tonight, are all in there so that we never forget one single person that comes on these webinars. We know exactly who's been on, and we've had 1,000 people on. if you total them all up, we've had 1,000 people on since we first started these a year ago, and we have 105 faithful subscribers to our YouTube channel, which is continuing to grow. So thank you for everyone that's on here for continued support, and also Aura, thank you so much for being an inspiration to everyone and for what you're doing, your work that you're doing in the world. I know you spent countless hours on this, and your work does not go unnoticed, and I'm here to support you in your success. And I'm sure everyone else on this call wants to support you as well. So if anyone else would like to say something to Aura, please raise your hand.
We do have Raymond ready to go.
Okay, Raymond, please take it away.
All right, that was incredible. Or I'm really happy to see that there are Vitamix in the background. Right on, girl.
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm sort of half American, half Canadian, and I know Whole Foods is both sides of the border. So when you're negotiating with them, are you going to be products sold through Whole Foods on both sides of the border?
I definitely want to get into the US. Actually, I do have a contact there that I'm trying to work with. But if you have any contacts there, I'd be happy to to receive them.
I did have a contact when I was in Denver. I had a contact through the Chamber of Commerce with somebody high up in Whole Foods.
That would be amazing. Yeah, our products are really incredible.
So on my way through there this year, I will reach out to him and see how it's going, give you a plug.
That would be amazing. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Yeah, that's been on my list of wanting to get into Whole Foods in the US. So
Cool.
good one, Melanie.
Thank you.
I have one more thing to say.
I'll send you the bill later.
Thank you. Before I hand the microphone back, we all on here want to support Melanie and what she's doing. And one way to do that is through her YouTube channel. Now, YouTube's algorithm
Our channel
loves certain things. It looks for how soon after Melanie uploads do you check out her video, her latest post. And then when you check it out, how long do you watch it? The longer you watch it, the more people YouTube's going to show it to. And it helps if you click the like button. It helps if you share, and it helps if you leave a comment. All these things make YouTube say, oh, wow, this is great. We need to show this to more people.
awesome.
And that's how you grow. And with that, I will shut up and give the mic back to Melanie.
Yeah, I love and care for everybody on here. Some people I don't know. I've just seen your face here for the first time. But first of all, this is a we project. It's an our project. And you know what? We all want to be rewarded for the work that we do in this world, but it's not going to come from begging for money or asking the universe to send me millions of dollars. It doesn't work like that. The greatest gifts that I've ever received in my life have just come from helping people. I continually do this on a daily basis, and I don't actually ask a single cent for it. And magical things happen to my life on a daily basis, and I do believe that it's just thanks to one person, and that's God. So I believe God has put every single person here today, and I know there's a higher power. I walk always with a higher power, and the higher power is within each and every single person on this call, because we all have special gifts, we all have skills, and we all have talent, and we all have something to offer. And I know that by coming together each and every single week on Thursdays, the magic continues to unfold. And I know a lot of you have already experienced this working in your life. So I just want to acknowledge that I do truly care about everyone here. And again, thank you, Aura, so much for being on.
Thank you.
And Patrice, I brought Aura on specifically, not specifically, but I brought her on also for Stephanie and yourself, because I knew that you would have a direct connection with Aura, and that's some magic here. So I know you wanted to say a few words. So I'm going to give you the microphone, and then of course anyone else. And by the way, everyone's going to have a chance to introduce themselves tonight, talk about who they are, their why, and actually ask the community for support in any way of your life that you need. And we're here. So Patrice, if you want to please take it away. And before I say this, it's just all of you have brought so much joy and so much to my life in a short period of time, and I will always do this. It doesn't matter if I'm actually retired. It doesn't matter if someone hands me a check for $5 million. I'm always going to do this webinar, always. From anywhere I am in the world, I'm always going to do this webinar. And soon, I just want to do this webinar, and that's it, instead of doing my other businesses too, because I can be addicted to success. So we're having massive success here together, all of us in all areas of life. And again, thank you for everyone. So please, Patrice, take it away. And everybody is acknowledged.
Thank you, Melanie. Thank you for hosting this great Zoom meeting as well. It's great to be part of this community. Or I'd like to thank you very much for coming on. It's fantastic to have somebody like you on here. For nutrition is probably the most important thing in a human body. Most people, I find, don't know anything about their bodies. They know more about their own vehicles than they know about their own bodies. And my wife and I have had some serious health journeys in the past, and we managed to get rid of any health issues due to nutrition. And in my case, orthomolecular medicine is probably my biggest hobby right now for the last 10, 15 years. So I love what you're doing. I love your products. And I'd like to hear some more, get to know you a little bit more down the road.
I love orthomolecular medicine. It's excellent.
Yeah, it sure is. It saved my wife's life. In short, my wife was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer and given less than 2 years to live. And the first shot chemo almost killed her. So we had some very serious decisions to make. Myself, my kidneys, and my liver were failing. So yeah, we had some hard choices to make, and this was the best adventure ever. Transforms you. It even changes your mind and the way you think. So nutrition is the way to go for people.
Thank you,
100%.
Patrice. You always put it best. And I just wanted to say, Raymond, I'm so sorry for not acknowledging you. Where are you? There you are. For everything that you did about the YouTube, because you know what? I sometimes go a mile a minute, and I don't look sometimes at seeing how things can become better. And you're always someone that sees how things can come better. So thanks for supporting Aura, and thanks for sharing your strength, and that is to educate people on how they can build their systems better. So thank you for that. And I'm going to let anyone else chime in. And this is just a wonderful webinar. I couldn't be more pleased with the turnout. We actually still have 5 people that are at a health and wellness event in Metrotown right now, sharing together in a health and wellness environment. And they are going to be coming onto the call any minute. They couldn't break away because they're actually doing some healing work, but they're coming on. So please, I'm going to just mute my microphone because I'm going to just see where they're at and if they're climbing on it. Aura, if you want to go ahead, I know there's some other people that wanted to ask you some questions and connect with you here. You can
Anybody
go
want to
ahead.
raise their hand?
So, anyone else have any questions?
I'd be happy to talk if you need someone to talk. But I don't want to jump the queue by any means.
Not needing
Go ahead,
anyone,
Wendy.
but just if any questions.
No questions. Just to elaborate on health and wellness.
Okay, well, go ahead. It's all good.
Right on. So yeah, we were kind of talking obviously about health and wellness and how nutrition is key. Patrice was saying how him and his wife unfortunately had to deal with some dis-ease in their body. And one of the ways, fortunately, that they were able to get the support that they needed was through nutrition. And unfortunately, you know, some of the systems that we have here in place, I'm in Vancouver, I don't know where everybody is else on this call, but you know, I think there's a few components when it comes to, you know, health and wellness. It's not just one simple recipe. I think nutrition definitely is one of the key components because, you know, food is our medicine. And at the ultimate day, at the end of the day, that, you know, the reason, think about, well, why is it? Because it affects our brain, right? And that's just something that I'm excited about and kind of getting involved in and wanted to share with everyone is that I'm going to be training as a licensed brain trainer under Dr. Daniel Ammon. Some of you know me, some of you don't. I'm a registered massage therapist. I have a background in health and wellness, obviously as an RMT, but I'm also a healthpreneur. That's what I consider myself. And I'm always looking to grow and expand and learn new things. I don't want to be closed-minded and think just one thing is the thing because you know, whether it's health and wellness or any of these other things that we're talking about in our umbrella, we can kind of get into a space thinking, well, this is the one thing. And like I just said a few minutes ago, nutrition is a component to health and wellness. There's many things that make us well in this life, including our finances. That's not my area of expertise. I'm trying to get more schooled in that. But to go back to what I feel it is my lane, is the body and the mind. And, you know, if we think about the things that control our lives, it is our brain ultimately. And if we're not giving it the food that it needs, but also, you know, it boils down to our belief systems and many other things. And a lot of us in health and wellness, and even in markets, if you see out there, because health and wellness is a huge market. Who doesn't want to be well? I mean, you'd be crazy if you didn't, but the question is, what are you willing to do to obtain that wellness? And, you know, people want to train their biceps. They want to, you know, work out and be physically well, but that again is just one component to wellness, in my opinion. We also have, you know, the mental component, the spiritual component. So I'm really excited to share that I'm going to be working with Dr. Daniel Ammon. I'm going to be training as a licensed brain trainer. What does that mean? Those are just words. Essentially, what it means is, like, just like you learn about your body and how to make your biceps stronger, or you have a weakness or an imbalance because of an injury or a dis-ease like Patrice and his wife went through, you can learn techniques and skills to make your brain operate at its optimum. So yeah, I'm kind of really excited to share that with everyone in the future. And just keep that in mind when we're thinking about health and wellness, that there's many components to it. And I think if we want to be well and be well, which I said before, who doesn't? I know I certainly do, because life is so much better when you are well. And that's all I had to say for the evening.
Raymond, you want to go ahead? Thank you very much, Wendy.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
That was terrific, Wendy, and very excited to learn about what you're doing, and I'll be following that closely. I want to thank Melanie for sending me a link for some YouTube that I watched this week. And so I want to ask the audience to think about the difference between mindset and mindfulness. Mindset and mindfulness. We all hear, you know, in the make money online space, how mindset is critical. It's the first thing you have to sort out if you want to get into anything to do with selling anybody anything. But you can't, like, the mind is when we say mind, we are talking principally about the conscious brain. And we're ignoring the subconscious brain. We're talking about the conscious creative brain and our thoughts. And so that's a whole other topic that I'm not going to get into in this little spiel. But I want you to think about the fact that there is a difference, because mindset is a bit of an oxymoron. An oxymoron is something that doesn't quite make sense. Sounds good, but it's really silly. So if you go with mindset, it implies set and forget. You can't do that. When you have a thought and you go with mindset and you set and forget, the next thing that happens is your subconscious mind starts playing some program or other that's got recorded and just takes over and runs you while you're allowing your conscious creative brain to kind of run on autopilot. So this is an important, deep topic. I encourage everyone to do their own research on it. If you want to find those videos, Melanie will be happy to share them with you through our Telegram channel. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the good doctor's name, but he was on stage being interviewed with a nice lady in a kind of a long orange robe, and some sort of yogi type background.
Exactly.
It was a phenomenal video interview. I encourage everybody to watch it. It's a game changer.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Raymond. Yes, we have a library of those links now. I've been keeping them into a Google Doc, so we have a place where we can keep all of our information. And speaking of Google Docs, every single person that's ever joined any one of these webinars is in a master database, which is now over 1,000 people. But I also have about 10 different databases because I have spent a lot of my life in sales and marketing roles where I've met a lot of people and been blessed that way. I see a few hands up. I know Daryl wanted to say a few things. I know Caleb was next.
Real quick, before I hand the microphone back, Melody, I wanted to alert the audience to the fact that I will be asking you to allow me to present a short dissertation on a topic I'm kind of keen about, leadership, and what makes a great leader. And I'll introduce that as something to come, and I will leave you with the question, why did the Japanese warriors, whatever their name was, the ones with the big sword, why did they have to qualify in martial arts and flower arranging? Flower arranging? Come on. So I'll leave you with that thought. Build a bit of curiosity and look forward to having me talk more subject of warriors, lovers, king, queens, and heroes.
Yeah, I think they're called samurais, and I think I know the answer to that. I think I know the answer to the question because there's an equal amount of positive and negative energy within ourselves all the time, but also masculine and feminine energy. And they're all about balance in that culture and using balance.
Yes.
And I know there's people on here that really do love to study that. Like I know Mike is entrenched in that. So thank you for that, Raymond. And definitely you are a leader. Raymond calls so many people on tonight on our weekly webinars to get people on. And I actually have, I'd like to give them to you guys in person, but I do have little gifts for people that have made, who brought the most guests tonight. So I want to know how many guests you guys brought on and that are on currently on the webinar and that have stayed on. If you could just put those numbers in the chat for me, please. How many guests that you brought on and have stayed on till the end. I'm doing a tally of numbers for these little gifts. And I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I can give you a hint. And the hint will be next week when we have a webinar on the topic. And I'd love for you to talk about leadership next week too. That would be really nice because we're always looking for guest speakers.
Sure.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. The gifts are, but to get the gift, you have to come to next week's webinar too. That's how you receive it. And I'm happy to drive it out to your house or to put it into an envelope and mail it to you. But you all know what this is, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a Bitcoin and it's coded. No, they're little souvenirs. So I used to give these out to every single person when they used to come to learn about digital currency, when I taught people about Bitcoin and Ethereum back 5 or 6 years ago in my events in the waterfront building down in Vancouver. I used to give these away as tokens. And most of the people that we have in our webinars come from these events because we phone them to come bring them on. So they're little souvenirs because, you know, this is a digital era that we're in. And I like to give these out because I have Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I'm sure Aura would love to send you a sample of her hot chocolate if you brought 4 or more guests, maybe 3 or more guests. So yeah, you just want to type those numbers into the database here. And the person that's brought the most guests will be able to have access to those prizes. So what I wanted to say was, Caleb, I think, wanted to go. Daryl wanted to go. Anyone else that wants to say something, please put up your hand or type your name in the chat. And Caleb, did you want to go ahead, please? And thanks again, Raymond.
I was going to say, to add to what everyone else was saying, is from the research from fluids dealing with turbines, just life with dealing with energy, electrical, electromagnetic, you name it, everything is frequency. And so, you know, when when we eat, when we have something, we're putting that energy in our body. We are what we eat, no pun intended. There are components that become part of our body, but also those frequencies become part of our body. So it's, one of those amazing things. It's just like dealing with water, difference in charge changes the frequency. So it's amazing what, there is around us, and keeping, our eyes open of what's around us. And that's an amazing thing. Like, lay on your back, look at the stars. It's amazing what you can see if you just open your eyes. That's all I was going to say. I was going to keep it simple. So nice to meet everyone, and to all the new ones of our group as well have joined. So I'm Caleb Johnson for Greenworks Power Solutions. So we do small hydroelectric turbines and new energy solutions. We're all about creating new systems and adapting to the world we live in. So, that's why it's Greenworks Power Solutions, not Greenworks Power Solution, is that there's many different solutions in the world we live in. I'll let the next go.
That's great. Thank you so much, Caleb. And I know Daryl's been patiently waiting, and I want to acknowledge Krista in the room who's just joined us now. Krista, welcome. I know you were on to see Aura's presentation, and don't worry, we've recorded it. It's going to be posted after this call onto our YouTube channel, so you can catch the beginning part of it. And all of our previous webinars are on that channel. And as we continue to evolve and grow, they keep getting bigger and better. So this is amazing. We actually have had such a great turnout tonight. And Daryl, if you wanted to let us know who invited you to the webinar and what drew you to it, and just tell us a bit about yourself, maybe what you liked, and if you have any questions, of course, for Aura, who's still on the call, please go ahead. It's all yours.
Okay, thank you for having me. So you're Melanie, which I'm pleased to meet you.
I am Melanie.
It's funny because I was on that post that you were on that group for that Bernard's organizing. That I've been following that group, and I see all your posts, and they're trying to get this Canada Day going, and I see you, and then all of a sudden I just came home, and I saw your brochure. You posted it.
I did do, yes.
And I just love the design, the grassroots. I love the feel good with Aura and the yellow designs. It just attracted my attention. I said, I had no clue what it's even about. Normally I know what I'm going into, but in this case, I had no clue. It's the first time I just came in there and just said, I was just called to it. And I believe also in God, and I believe in things, in manifesting, things is happening. Like, why did I come home now? I mean, I just went to the gym and I played tennis, and I came home and I, why did I could have been, I had another arrangement tonight, which I didn't go to. So things just happen, I think, and there's always a reason why.
Yeah, and Bernard is a beautiful soul. He's on here still, right? Or I can phone him to get him back on.
Who's this?
Bernard, are you there?
Bernard's around, I think. So I see him somewhere. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, he's there. I can always feel his energy, Bernard's energy. even if he's sleeping down on his couch there.
Can't picture Bernard sleeping. He's a Sagittarius. He's a firecracker, that one. Are you from South Africa?
Yeah, Cape Town, South Africa.
Oh, this is interesting because Aura and yourself have something in common then, right, Aura? Even though I'm sure your roots are drawn to Egypt.
Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe. So it's really interesting just to be on the show, because I don't even know what you guys even do. Like, I just saw your presentation, and it's quite amazing what you do. You really go with the whole, I'm really into mind, body, spirit. That's my feeling. And I'm even starting a YouTube channel, even in my age. I often say, who's going to believe me? Who wants to listen to me? But people are saying people will listen to any age. I mean, I don't know. I thought maybe I'm too old to inspire and motivate, but Tony Robbins is in his 60s, so why can't I do that?
Probably almost 70.
What's that?
Probably almost 70.
Yeah, no, Tony Robbins is like 60, I think now. But anyway, I actually manufacture hair and skincare products in Vancouver, in Richmond, yeah. And what I wanted to say is that I manufacture Herbal Glow. I don't know if you know Herbal Glow hair products, and we have anti-aging, feels like a facelift, skincare products. Pardon? Yeah. So if you give me a Bitcoin, I'll give you feels like a facelift. Yeah, I don't want you to look any more younger than you look now. I mean, that's a problem.
They're little gold coins. Yeah, they're little.
You give me a coin, and if you invite me back, I'll give you something. Okay, you got to invite me. I don't like to impose on a Zoom now, but if you invite me, I'll come back. So you got to invite me.
You're invited every single week on Thursdays until the end of time.
But I always like a reminder because I never know what I'm doing every day. I live for the moment,
This is not just one person's webinar. This is our community, our webinar. Everyone has a chance to present. And we do realize that, you know what, the magic just comes from helping people without expecting anything in return.
I know, I feel the same way as you, Melanie. You know, I'm at the stage now where I feel like I want to give back. You know, I've been in my business for like 40 years.
Yeah.
I think before you were born, maybe. And I came from South. I came from South Africa, where my father had a big cosmetic company there and pharmacies, and both of us are pharmacists. And then when we sold the company in South Africa, we started again in Canada. So it was very hard for us to start again because my father was very successful. But through all the trials and tribulations, we started and we came back, and I've had Herbal Glow, you know, throughout Canada and America and some many countries overseas. And so we have a factory. And then what happened is during the pandemic, everybody had to close down. Are you from Vancouver, Melanie?
My parents, my mom was born during World War II in England. My grandfather was Native Indian First Nations here. He was born in Rocky Mountains. And my dad is pure Danish, 100%, because we had the DNA tested, because my dad said, I know you're not straight Danish. And I said, I know I'm your daughter. Like the blonde hair and the blue eyes, come on, Dad. And he goes, no, I just want to see what your bloodlines are, because you're definitely a wild one. And yeah, we did the DNA test about 2 years ago. All the kids in the family got their ancestry done as a Christmas present. And I was making a joke. I said, really, Dad? Like, you're questioning if you're our dad? Like, we have your nose, we have your bone structure. He's definitely Viking, like Scandinavian, right? But my mother was British, Native Indian, Egyptian, Latino, and I have my mom's personality. My mom was a people person, and she gave her whole life to Mission Gospel Church. And as a matter of fact, she spent her whole life getting kids off drugs. She would actually find them all different times of day on the street and bring them into her home and read them the Bible and feed them, even though she was dirt poor.
Really?
Mom, like, Mom, they're stealing from you. Like, they're taking your money out of your wallet. She's like, I don't care. She goes, I'm helping them, and they're going to see the light. And she was feeding all these people on the streets and working in the soup kitchen and feeding all these homeless people, giving them toothbrushes, educating them. And I know God has rewarded me so many different ways, and I'm so incredibly blessed, more than actually most people, and I don't even know why, but I feel so incredibly grateful for every single thing I have. So I wake up every morning in gratitude, and I experience a lot of blessings. Like my Japanese friend Sani Nishi, she's a Christian. She always says that I have an anointing, but I don't see it like that. I just feel like I'm close to God, and I just like to help people and make sure everybody has a chance at life, you know, and a chance to succeed. So we're always helping people on here, and we welcome everybody that's on here to say anything that they want to say. And now it's a chance. We actually want to try to finish early for once. Patrice actually helped me design all these marketing materials. So what happens is I come up with an idea like Digital Eagle, right? With an idea because I teach people about digital currency as well. And just educate. I don't handle any money, but I just teach people about what I've learned about the digital currency. We have our own webinars for that. It's Satoshi Saturday at 12. But like this Digital Eagle, we're in a digital era, and we have to pivot and polish and plan ourselves to survive in this era. We have to be like the eagle and not falter. And God gives me strength. So every day I find people, and I actually invited 10 people here today. And last minute, and Krista's one of Kathleen's contacts. I invited her, she showed up last minute. I invited Aura to be a guest speaker and to be part of our community. I invited Bernard. Wendy's been a regular viewer since we started last March. Raymond, same thing, he's always on my clockwork. Kathleen Woodington has been a blessed lady that comes on every single week to join us here and leads some self-empowerment as well. And Michael has been a contact that's known me on my business journey for about 4 or 5 years. So, and Caleb, of course, is an inventor. Gary's somebody that was on an investment road with me where we lost a whole ton of money. So I've been trying to help Gary make his money back. And I'm gonna make your money back for you, Gary, don't you worry. I promise I'm going to make your money back. But yeah, we're all on here together because we like everybody to succeed that's working with us. And if somebody's having a hard time, and we roll up our sleeves and we help that person get to the next level. And that's what we do.
But anyway, just a couple of things I want to say is that when during the pandemic, at the beginning of the pandemic, there was no hand sanitizer. I don't know if you remember last March.
Yeah.
We remember.
There was a shortage of hand sanitizer in China. In all my distributors had no sanitizer. And I never make hand sanitizer. But one day I was driving in Richmond and I was looking at a sanitizer from Whole Foods, and something like God guided me to look at this, and I said, shit, I can't believe I've got all those ingredients. So when it was locked down, I met with my chemist like for 4 weeks. We worked like 18 hours a day, and we created the best sanitizer in the world. And we were one of the first sanitizers. This is actually what it looked like. This one, yeah, the sanitizer, the Herbal Glow sanitizer in Whole Foods and all these stores. But it's so when we came up with the sanitizer, I literally couldn't make enough. You know, we had to hire like 14, 16 people. We got machines flying in. I literally couldn't, we couldn't make enough. And so all my life, I've been trying to do social media and marketing and trying to get customers to my, to my product. But this time I couldn't even supply enough. When somebody wanted 5,000, I said, I can only give you 1,000. I'll give you. So what happened was I did very well for 4 months. I couldn't make more. So now I've come to the point now where I just feel like I want to get back, like what you're doing, Melanie. I want to create some kind of a community, maybe join you, maybe, or
sure.
You're in the right place for sure.
You're welcome here every week. You could even present. Like next week, Raymond said he wants to do leadership, so maybe the following week you guys want to present. And I already told Bernard he can promote all his events on here too.
Yeah, because I mean, we can. I mean, I'm not promoting my product. I'm just showing that the concept of in these times, people have to be pivoting now. Everyone is pivoting. We're all reinventing myself. My father, who's my partner, just died a few months ago, and he was like my best friend, and we like spoke 5 times a day. And so when he died, I don't have that same feeling as much as I used to, because he was the one who was excited for me, and he was the one who, even my children don't get excited, but a father and a parent. So the idea of what I want to say is that I understand the idea of everyone's trying to pivot, whatever age you're at. We're all trying to reinvent ourselves. And even if you're a 20-year-old, and when it comes to Aura, Aura, it's funny because I'm coming out with this product. I don't know if you can see it. It's can you see it?
No, we can't see it. It's reflective.
It's called Feel Good.
Nice. Nice.
It's a whole line of essential oils, and it's a spray, because I feel that I want people to I want to have the feeling of it's not just a product anymore. In the old days are about creating a product and then just having a new product, but I feel now there's got to be more. You've got to offer people more after COVID, and so it's not just a product, it's about a culture, about feeling good, essential oils, aromatherapy.
100%, yeah, definitely.
You want to feel good, you want to exercise, you want to, like, I'm going to the gym now, I'm trying to make the best version of myself, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to, I think it's a time to inspire other people, and everyone should get on to the whole community, and we should become like a
movement, empowerment.
Motivational, inspirational, entertainment kind of thing, So that's my
Most definitely. Well, you're in the right place for sure, because that's what we're doing here. Right, Melanie?
Exactly. Yeah. So for Kathleen, like, she gets to choose if she wants real Bitcoin or this token, because the real Bitcoin's coming actually, because I won some like about a week or two ago from this contest that we were in with Robert. Robert's usually on this webinar, but while we're all here, there's actually a live event happening right now in Metrotown with a fellow named Ken Serto, plus Richard Lewalt, plus Jen, and I don't know Farida's last name, but Nellie and Robert from this team went down there to meet them. So they're all together there right now. So this is how we actually work as a team. So I'll let you figure out, Kathleen. I know you're on East Coast time. Let you figure out if you want real or fake. This is just a token, but I just get these, and I love giving them to people that bring guests. The most guests always gets one of these Bitcoin, and I'll do that forever. Just as a souvenir, right? Something to remember it by. But thanks, Daryl, for sharing. And it sounds like we're very much in alignment with what you guys want to do. I only know 2 contacts that are heavy into the PPE space. I'm sure there's people on here that know people that could help. The one that I know is Andrew Lyons, and another person that I know is Charles Blair, who's a really dear friend. And I know that you guys probably already know who he is, but those are the only 2 people that I know that have ever had extreme success in PPE. So I'm happy to provide those names and numbers. I think I may have already given them to Bernard. So there you guys go. But thanks again for listening and taking the time. And I'm going to just look for anybody else's hands who hasn't had a chance yet to say anything. I know, Darlene, you've already gone. You're welcome to go again. I'm just looking for new hands. Anyone that hasn't had a chance yet to say a few words, now is the time. Put your hand up, put your name in the chat. So you just have to put your virtual hand up or raise your hand or put your name in the chat. And Darlene's eager to go. So Darlene, did you want to go ahead?
Thanks, Melanie, and thanks for inviting me to this call. And there's a lot of positivity on the Telegram chat. And I sometimes don't get to see it all, but I know that there's a lot of beautiful things you post in there and links, and everyone posts their links in there, which is great. And thanks for all the beautiful graphics that you send, Melanie. And in the beginning too, you made these beautiful graphics for this Zoom call, and that'll be great to review after on your YouTube channel. And I'm sure we'll all get our links when we can chat on Telegram. I wanted, and yes, about health and wellness, it is so, yes, important these days. And there's many ways to health and wellness. There's many routes. And I'm also in the health and wellness space. I wanted to share that I had a great workout yesterday. I'm feeling strong. I'm going to this friend's workout classes like once a week now. She hosts it 3 times a week. But I feel like I have this great energy and endurance because of my health and wellness group that I'm partnering with too. And the motivation very much so comes from them. But I wanted to share a bit about mine. And yesterday I got this product by my health and wellness company called Secret. And I'm so excited that I got to try it. And we got to film a little 1-minute promotion video about it. And they come in these little sachets. And it's just a mere 1 gram of sugar per packet. But it's like natural sources, like all the ingredients are plant-based, and the energy comes from organic sources like acai berry, goji berry, organic matcha green tea. So it's organic energy and all natural, vegan. So that's what I wanted to share. I wanted to also share another product I picked up. I had a nice sleep last night because of Booster. Helps bring your body back to an alkaline state. And they say cancer can't exist in an alkaline body. We don't want to make extreme health claims and claim that. No, but we bring the body back to an alkaline state. And I've been using the face wash, and I feel great too. And it's great to hear about Aura's health and wellness group too, her company that she founded. It was, yeah, it's an easy website to find right when I put it in Google too. So that's awesome. And yeah, thanks for sharing, Daryl, as well. And anyone, or I can reach out to anyone as well in Telegram. And for those who are really keen on what I'm sharing, I can send an experience pack out to you guys if you are keen on it. And thank you so much. And thanks for this call today.
Thank you, Darlene. You're such a sweet girl. I've known Darlene for a number of years, and we were involved in this program a long time ago that actually was all community focused, and we would have potlucks where we would all come together and make something, and then we share the food and enjoy the food and the wine together. And I would pick her up, and she was always just such a little light. So Darlene, keep on shining that light bright. You're doing a great job. So just a few housekeeping things that have just come up. So Bernard, actually, you're more than welcome to share your events. but he's posted here Thursday, Canada Day, July 1st, we're securing rental boats and music at Deer Lake Park. And we're looking for volunteers and participants to join us. Text me at 778-892-2634. Or is that
2834.
There you go, Bernard. So reach out to Bernard. Do you want to say a few words about that? And thanks again, Darlene.
Thanks again, Darlene. That was great for sharing, and Daryl and everybody that shared. It's awesome, and really looking forward to Canada Day and celebrating. We have Deer Lake Park. I don't know if you've been there, but they have these wonderful boat rentals, and we have a discounted rate for the boat rentals, and we're planning on having some music on the water and floating, and people have paddle boards or other boats. So I'll probably be bringing my own boat as well. I have a really nice, comfortable inflatable kayak, which is so comfortable to cruise around on. And there's picnic tables there, so it'd be great to come out. We're allowed to have at least 50 people now, so it's all good. And I believe we should probably have a moment of silence, and before we sing "O Canada Day," because we have that tragedy that happened with the natives, and that all lives matter. We should honor our First Nations and brothers and sisters. So I believe I'll have a lady coming to volunteer, Marie Bob, and she's a First Nation. So she was probably going to do a prayer of honoring them before we probably sing in "O Canada" that day in unison. And also I do some other business, just to let you know. I work in the financial industry with World Financial Group, and we have a different platform, and our investments last year rocketed at 36% returns on some of them. The past doesn't equal the future, but it was a really good year. The other thing is I've been working in the PPE business, and I met Daryl through that. Actually at the mall, we were looking at masks, I think, at the mall there one day, and we kind of connected, and I used to swim with his father because I'm a really avid swimmer. But Daryl Siegel, really awesome guy, has great products. I'm hoping he'll be coming out on Canada Day and bring some of the wonderful samples for people to try out. And with the PPE business, if anyone wants, we are offering a 20% referral fee of anyone that does bring in business into our business.
I got two right now.
I'll post the PPE for wholesale. Okay. Okay. I think I said more than enough.
I'm being cheeky, Bernard. I said, I've got two right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to get the hook here. But, I could only focus on maybe one or two things, and I guess I brought three. But it's been great to focus with everybody here.
Are you
and let's make Canada great again, guys. Let's join us on Canada Day. Melanie, I'm hoping you're going to be there, and Daryl and Darlene and Aura and everybody else here.
I would like everybody to be there. I have somebody that's supposed to be coming here to rip out my cupboards, so I'm going to see if he'll come in the morning and do that. He said he wanted to start the renovations on Canada Day, so I'll see if maybe he could start on the 2nd so I can make that happen. But
fantastic.
Bernard, your video's off. I was going to say you're a great singer.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah. So Bernard was singing songs at Bear Creek Park on last week, Friday, where I met him, and he was
Saturday.
Beautiful.
It was last Saturday.
So we actually want to encourage singing. We have Angie Faith that's going to come on and sing on this webinar. Probably not this week, but maybe in a few weeks. And you guys are all welcome to present. It's interesting because I think I channeled our financial guy that usually comes on in the beginning of these calls, but he was in Burnaby, and I channeled him on here for you. I see he climbed on, but he didn't quite make it onto the call. So I have to see what happened to him, but he's Captain Finance. He's been studying the financial industry.
Nice.
And I don't know where he's gone now. He was on the call. I'm going to have to text him and see if he'll climb back on. Robert, his name is Robert Paddock. So I think Kathleen wanted to say a few words to you folks as well, because she's been waiting patiently to say something. But Bernard, excuse me, I'm so glad you're here. You're a blessing. So, and also thank you for bringing Daryl. You guys rock. And I'm liking the balance of male and female energy tonight too on here.
Definitely.
The male energy, guys.
It's a good flow.
We need the yin and we need the yang.
Exactly. I'm going to see if Robert's coming on, but please, Kathleen, if you want to go ahead and tell us about your empowerment that you're doing, and I'll get you to unmute yourself. And anyone else that wants to say something, I want to kind of wrap up by 6:30 sharp, because that's 20 minutes from now. So we'll carry it on for 20 more minutes and then we'll shut it down.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Right. Good to be here with all of you amazing people and recognizing some faces and yeah, meeting new people, which is always amazing. And what I've done is I just put in the chat. So just an FYI for any of the women that are here. And I see you, Daryl, saying only women. Well, who knows? Maybe that will change in the future. So I'm just inviting all the women that are here tonight to be my guest at my monthly group coaching call, like coaching session. So it's next Wednesday for 90 minutes. So it's from 7 to 8:30 Eastern time. And you can bring a guest, just email me, or if you want to drop your, your email or your contact information in the chat, you can do that also, or just let me know via the chat, whatever you feel comfortable with. And yeah, I would love to have you there. So our topic this month, I got the guidance because I was like, I do everything. And I'm like, because I do mind, body, and soul, and I'm a lifestyle expert and yoga teacher. And it was very clear that this month was all going to be about emotions, navigating the oceans of emotions for more ease, more energy, and more enthusiasm. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of an intro in terms of, thank you, Daryl. Just a little bit about me. It's just a short intro. Is that in 2009, and the reason why I'm doing this is it really ties into kind of what everyone is saying here about how important health is. And I'm living proof. And in 2009, I experienced a health crisis that led to a life crisis and then multiple health crises after that. So basically my life imploded. And I refer to this period of my life as my journey from loss to love. So I lost my mental health, my physical health, my career, my finances, relationships, and more. And it was in losing everything that I actually found myself and learned to love myself. So my identity was wiped out. I had no idea who I was. Everything crumbled. And I literally lost my mind. I couldn't find it. So I created a new one. One that was more positive and more empowering. And a lot of that is related to healing my gut. So looking back, I realized that in getting sick, I actually saved my life. My health crisis was a call to wholeness. It was my wake-up call for me to drop the victim consciousness, the stories of being broke and how broken I was, how unworthy, and all the other BS belief stories and belief systems, and step into the truth of who I truly am, which is a powerful, creative spirit. So I'm here to end suffering and create heaven on earth. Wow. And I give hope to the hopeless, and I do not see myself as a special unicorn. However, I love unicorns. I am living proof that if I can do this, others can do it too. Really? And are you brave and courageous enough to answer the call, to come home and to be one with you, which is one with self? So I show heart-centered women, leaders, entrepreneurs, high achievers, struggling with burnout or fatigue or chronic illness or depression or anxiety, had them all and more, how to create more energy, more ease, and more enthusiasm in their life, doing what they love and having it all. Wow. So to sum it up, I inspire my clients to get addicted to feeling good, feeling fully alive and thriving. So basically, I help them to create sustainable success, living skillfully. And I change lives who knows, you could be next. And remember that you are the chosen one. You get to choose you. So that's my little backstory. And I've also dropped in the chat if you could roll back or scroll back a little bit, it was my first interview on a summit, and it was called Mental Health Labeled Me and Brain Health Healed Me. And it's my interview for the Teen Suicide Prevention Summit. And yeah, so I just go into a little bit more about my journey and the women that I work with. I just feel really, really honored to be able to help women. And the reason why I do what I do is that this is my path. My whole life has been the training program for everything that I offer to my clients. I literally, like I said, I lost everything. Mind, body, soul. Is like, okay, let's create it. Who are you, Kathleen? Show up. And I'm just really, really inspired to change lives. And if you want to book a session with me, I offer free complimentary sessions. I'll put my email address in there again. And it's a 45 to 55-minute session called Feel Good Now. And it's just to get an idea of what do you want to do in your life in terms of how do you want to feel. And what we want is always to experience a feeling. So I will help you to get clarity in that and to find out, what is in the way. You will leave the session feeling inspired, having more clarity, and ready to take action. And if you want to know more about working with me, and I offer different packages, so like an intro rate for different budgets. And if you want to know more about me at the end of that session, I will share. And if not, it's just like, no, I'm just good. I just wanted to have that session. I would love to offer that to you. Thank you so much.
Kathleen, you're such a gift. Thank you so, so much for that. And I've tried one of Kathleen's sessions, and what we worked on that day, I don't think about anymore. So I'm looking forward to more of those sessions, because if you're giving something your thoughts, like if you're remembering bad stuff that happened, people that were mean to you, bullies, and you stay in that victim mentality, it's like a spider web. It's takes over your whole mind like a spider web, and then your brain becomes a spider living in the spider web, and it can't break free from those webs. So you really have to take action and bust through. And I believe there's always some coaches that can teach you certain techniques. And I've had lots of coaches over the years. Bob Proctor, Dora Bergen was my coach as well. I had another lady named Brita. This was back when I was younger. And as was part of Aura's program for a little while there too, and want to look forward to getting plugged into that again. So, there's been a lot of different coaches that I've had in my time, and they're all here to teach us one thing or another. And so I want to just say thank you again, Kathleen, for sharing that. I know a lot of people are posting information in this group chat. Now is the time to get that written down or copy and paste it to where you will, because we will be ending this call at 6:30 sharp. So that's 12 minutes away. I noticed that Aura logged off. We didn't get a chance to say goodbye to her, but she did a fantastic job. And yeah, I was like one of Kathleen's ideal clients because I'm an overachiever. An overachiever, I've always been a go-getter, and I've given my time to many corporations instead of making myself independently wealthy on my own. And I knew that it was time for me, if I wanted to have great wealth in my life, I knew that it was time for me to create something that was unique. So that's why I created this platform as an entrepreneur. I just had a vision and I went with it. And everyone here saw the vision. Patrice jumped in. He started doing all the marketing materials. And there's been new leaders that have been coming on each and every week consistently. And that's how I knew that I had a winning formula, because every week magical people come on, like Kathleen and Krista. And of course, Wendy's here every step of the way. Darlene. Michael stepped off for a bit because he was doing martial arts or doing his training. And then there's different people that come on, and normally Robert and Nellie are on. Robert's honing in on the financial aspect of this series, but he could not join us tonight because he's at another event. But It doesn't matter because he'll be on Saturday. We have a financial webinar that we run Saturdays at noon. And we also have another webinar that we run on Wednesdays during the day, which is called Wealthy Wednesdays. That one is about how to create different multiple streams of income in your life and teaching your money to work for you so that you can free up more time, space, reality to do the things that you love with the people that you love and on a regular basis. So I'm super excited because over the last little while, I've been extremely blessed, and I just have to keep passing these blessings on to help others. And yes, Robert absolutely is a genius for sure. He's got a lot of years in the financial industry under his belt. At 23 years old, he retired and he won first place in a stock trading competition and has invested in everything from apartment buildings to the right stocks to digital currency, and he studies all the markets. He's always been right about everything. He's not on here tonight, but he will be around on Saturday at noon, and then again Wednesday at noon. So hopefully you guys can make it to the Saturday event. If anyone here doesn't have Telegram, I would recommend downloading Telegram on their phone. So it's really easy. You just literally go to the App Store. I don't know if you guys can see my phone. I don't think you can with the way that this is set up. Nope, you can't. But if you go to the App Store right now, so go to the App Store and then type in Telegram. Telegram. I'm going to spell it for you by typing it into the chat group. It's a free and secure app. We're all on Telegram. Everyone that's ever been on one of these webinars is in our chat group. We have 60 people in there. You can post your events in there. You can post your contact information in there. We just ask that we keep it on the up and up and keep the positive energy flowing. Yes, download Telegram, and Telegram Messenger is the chat component.
That's the one?
Yes. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to look for me. My number is very easy. It's the same ID number as the Zoom ID. And yes, that is it, Daryl. 604-300-4555. So what you wanna do, get onto Telegram, download the app Telegram, look for me on there. I'll add you to the group. It's called People, Planet, Prosperity. We want to get you dialed in. If you're not already a member, we would love for you to be a member of that. And we want anyone who has anything to say to speak now or forever hold your peace, because we are going to wrap up the webinar early this week. We're going to be finishing right at 6:30. It's going to come to an end at 6:30. I'm going to be shutting it down just to respect people that haven't had dinner yet and that might want to go for an evening walk or exercise regimen. Keep the balance going. We've been on since 5 o'clock. If there's anyone else that would like to say anything at all that hasn't had a chance to.
I don't mind just saying